So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with a rookie. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Here's 2nd and 10. Another try for Guerendo. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A handoff running right, Guerendo. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bills at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll try the middle with Guerendo. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw is Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one out wide and intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Stroud. A throw left side for Pearson is complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Play action. Stroud now. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Muscles him off. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bills 7, Dolphins nothing.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Alec Pierce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, it's Garindo. Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's again complete to Palmer. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Robbie Chosen. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Stroud off the play fake. He connects with Hyatt. On the move past the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, Bigsby. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. First carry for James Conner. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Pierce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That's caught by Chosen. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 2nd and 6.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Stroud to throw it. And he's got Pierce. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Stroud sets up the play action. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. Escaping the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And now they'll audible to something else. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. That one finds Pierce right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Alec Pierce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Rodgers, a final shot before break. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Throw left side, taken in by Palmer.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Handoff here, Guerendo.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Isaac Guerendo, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Play action. Stroud now. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That one finds Hyatt.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt.
66 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bills 21. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here now a third down and 8.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, 626. Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now it's Rodgers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports.
Second and 10.
26. Cat 300. Cat 300. Take 30.
Rodgers again now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Hey, 88. 88.
Back to throw again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Get back. Number 50.
Now Rodgers. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Noah Fant, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bills
Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Jahan Dotson on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. That's complete to his running back Connor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And Stroud now to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's number one goal is to throw that timing off.
Stroud to throw it. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Again, it's Stroud. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's Stroud. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
At their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their
because he has film study on, it keeps freezing the game. It wants to desync it. He has to take film study off. Everybody knows this. Dumbass
So
nigga.
first and 10 now from the 30. In motion, the tight end. Here's Rodgers.
That ball caught. It's chosen.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
To throw is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's the gain of 6. Brings up the 3rd and 1.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Stroud looking to change the play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw is Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
I was trying to get a breakout, but fuck it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now Rodgers.
Gets this to Fant.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
To throw is Rodgers.
That's caught by Palmer.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try now for Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end.